What we're going to do is take a look at planning our page layout. So we have the graphic design all finalized. We've created a wireframe of that graphic design, which is right here. And a wireframe is simply that design without any design elements. Strip out the colors, the images, and the fonts, and what you are left with is basically boxes. So I have the wireframe for this page on the right-hand side, and I have the page design, and this is specifically in Photoshop, but that doesn't matter. Whatever you need to use to view your design. So where do we go from here? I've got my wireframe, I've got my design. How do I plan this page? Well, when you're moving into the HTML and CSS coding piece, what we need to do is think of our page in terms of the wireframe boxes themselves. And each one of these boxes that were drawn in the wireframe basically become a section of code in the web page. And those sections are what the browser displays when it goes to display the page. So my upper box here that was created surrounding my header, notice there's a logo image that's going to be added as a background. I have my logo up inside that area. Well, I'm not going to worry about getting the logo inside of there right now. What I need to do is create the area of that page. So I have a box for the logo. I have a box for these two pieces. This is the search field. The user will put information in there, and then they will click this button here to search our website. So that is going to be contained inside a single box of its own. The search area of my web design is going to become an area where it says the word search. That's where the user will put information in, and then they will click this box as a button. Well, that's two pieces, but I'm going to put them both into the same box and just put two pieces inside that box. The next piece is my navigation area. Well, my navigation area is going to contain hyperlinks to the other pages of my website, and those hyperlinks will be text with what's referred to as a pipe in between them. So that will go inside this navigation area across my page. And notice this navigation area has a particular color and a drop shadow down below. Then we have this entire upper region of this design. Inside this upper region, we have a left-hand column with text, and we have a right-hand area which contains 3 images. So I'm simply going to set up the square for that particular area to contain all of those items. And notice it says focus area with header. And what we mean is this dive with scuba blue is the header, contains text and 3 images. Ultimately, moving forward, these 3 images in this area will become some kind of a photo gallery. So we want to make sure that we contain those 3 images inside a single box within this focus area. But I'm just going to focus on the outer boxes to begin with. Then this lower area is actually comprised of a gradient in our design. If I scroll down, it's somewhat hard to see. This is a little bit different color than the part at the top. So we need to set that up, but it will become one box, that entire blue area. Inside of that, we have an area across the top here, and we have our individual content sections. Basically 3 columns in this lower area with another box all the way across the top designating each column. So our wireframe has all of that information set up inside of it right now. That's why I added the extra text. So now it's a matter of figuring out, okay, how do I create those boxes? But I have each one of these boxes labeled and figured out, along with how it specifically looks in my original design. and I have now planned my design layout. What I need to do is subdivide this a little bit further when I actually get into the coding piece, but this is where you start. Start looking at it from an outer box standpoint, and when we move into coding, we'll create those outer boxes, and then we can fine-tune and put the content inside those boxes. So that is planning your design layout, and every design has a slightly different layout to it. So you want to look at each one individually, but keep in mind only the outer boxes. Kind of step back from your design, look at how you're going to organize content within the web page itself. And that is planning your design layout. And that is going to help you transition from the graphic design piece into the web design piece and coding.